Yo, what's up guys, Andre here, welcome to another video. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about Burn Dirt. Now you might be saying, but Nandro, like, why aren't you playing Dragon? Well, at the moment, I'm not really playing Dragon that much, just because, like, I can't draw to save my life. Holy shit, I can't draw to save my life. Like, in games where I'll, like, maybe say Cosmic 3 or whatever, I'll draw like 3 different 5-drops and then die in the mirror. And I'm not about that life right now. That's not an enjoyable life for me. Right, so this is the Burn Dirt list I got from Sizz. This is what you used to climb the majority of the way to Grandmaster. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna like play it or whatever. Maybe my luck will change. Maybe I can actually like, start drawing well. Now, obviously, don't get me wrong. Like the entirety of what I haven't climbed isn't solely on just like me not drawing okay. Because there are like some games where I do actually like misplay or whatever. Because like I'm not perfect. And that's just one thing I know. Right, so for these games, like the important thing is that like you can beat PDK with it, because as you see here, I clearly won 2 games. I've also lost 2 games. Now the important thing about these games is that like every single one of these Dragon players had triple Sybil. Like sometimes you can get through it, sometimes you can't. Like it really depends on what the state of your hand is. Do you find Oz in time? Do you get to like play Oz and then like draw like 3 cards? Like, and in 2 of these games I didn't do it, and I like fucked up. Or no, sorry. In one of these games I played Oz incorrectly and I got punished. In another game my opponent just had the Baja. I didn't have the Dance of Death or the Music Bolt, so I just like lost. But yeah, it's not like terribly difficult. Okay, well, to some extent, it's usually like relatively easy to beat Dragon with this deck. So, but let me just go and hop into the first game. Now, this game was like ridiculous, and I was so mad. Oh, the other thing about this deck is that you can actually beat Sword with this deck as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, because Karl is ridiculous. Alright, so I do want early aggression, so I'm going to toss back the Wizards, so I'm going to toss back the Dance. So I do ultimately get the Dance right back, and I'm just like, okay, well, alright then. Yeah, like I said, like for these games, I know for a fact I didn't play perfectly, and yeah, it shows. So here my phone has Oracle on 2. I legitimately have had all of my Dragon opponents for the last like week and a half like go have Oracle on 2. Like I think only like one person hasn't had it, and he had like Dragon Summoner, which like it's like more or less like fine. So here he goes Blazing Breath. I'm like, okay, don't have the Ayla. He doesn't have the Ayla, so I'm in a better spot. Alright, so again, play Karl. I play Karl because Karl's a 3-drop, and there's a chance I might draw my 3rd Dwarf Alchemist next turn, or I might draw the, what's it called again? Or that I might draw the Magic Illusionist. Magic Illusionist is very, very good, and this match would be like, you want to try to get it down early, you want to try to protect, you want to try to, like, have it do gross things for you. Okay, so here I decided to trade. I only decided to trade because, like, so technically, I didn't actually need to trade. I only decided to trade just because, like, I have the Dance of Death in my hand for the PDK. If it comes out, it plays Porte, I can answer that. And I'd rather just, like, answer it now than, like, answer it later, just because, like, I don't want to stay on board. I just don't. Like, additionally, there's the only difference between having him at 6 mana and having him at 7 mana is the overflow. If he has the Sybil, like, I only really care about the Sybil. I only really care about the Sybil. So if he has a Sybil, then it's bad. If he has a Sybil, that's bad either way, but it's actually a lot worse if I don't trade. I held off on playing a creature because I figured he had Breath of Salamander. So I was like, okay, well, yeah, let's go and try to play around that. Here I play at Dwarf Alchemist. So to be quite honest with you, I made this trade, but like, I made this play, but like, it's not the best play. I only made this trade just because like I don't want him to know that I have another Levi in my hand. Like if he does have another Levi in my hand, he might play differently. But this is a turn where I really want him to play out the. I really want him to play out the what's it called? To play out the PDK. Like I wanted him to go ham with PDK and just go like double PDK, so I can just like go ahead and banish one of them and like kill the other one the next turn. I lied. Kill both of them this turn. But here, when I draw a lot of burn spells, I'm like, okay, well, I guess this is the game we're playing now. So, unfortunately, the Levi doesn't actually force him to do anything. But here, he makes a weird play. Like, I understood I understood part of why he did it, but I didn't understand all of it. So I'm assuming that he has a Fire Lizard in hand, but also has a PDK, and wants to go off with like the PDK plus Fire Lizard like this like next turn or something like that. But doesn't want to play any harder into Calamitous Curse, which I think honestly, like if you play into Calamitous Curse, that's like fine because you just like play PDK and then you're just like good to go. But now when I have the Oz, I'm like, okay, so this point of the game I have to start counting up damage. So that's 3, 6, 8, 10. 13. I have 13 damage in hand. And this is kind of relevant because I have 3 on board. So if I can push through this 3 damage, and then like maybe say play a Mutating Bolt or whatever, if I can make it to 10 mana, I can go ahead and go Oz, burn spell, burn spell, burn spell, burn spell, kill him. But this is of course assuming that I can like dodge, assuming that I can dodge, what's it called? Assuming that I can dodge Sybil. Like, if I can dodge Sybil, he's dead. If I can't, that's not a good look. So here I'm just gonna play Levi. I hold off on the burn spell because again, like, you never know we might actually need the burn spell because if I use the burn spells now, like we might play a Forte and Forte forces me into an awkward spot. So I'm just gonna hold off on it. So here I'm just going to go Halo Golem on the space. I was really glad for the Halo Golem pickup because it lets me do something. Additionally, there's a chance he might Bauhaus. I'm not going to play with the Earth. I'm not going to play with the Earth right because I might need that for the Calamitous Curse. Alright, so here he plays the first Sybil. He goes back up to 13. He does give me his last Eva though, so this is nice. Alright, so to be honest, like, okay, so, you might be wondering why I chose to make that line the way I chose to make it, because, like, yeah, that was a pretty easy Dance of Death. However, I didn't want to use Dance of Death that turn just because, like, I want him to play out creatures. If I use the Calamitous Curse, he might think, okay, well, this Rune player doesn't have any creatures, doesn't have any plays because he just has burn spells on his hand, and that's fine. Like, because then maybe he floods up the board. If he floods up the board for me, I'll just go ahead. I'll just go Mutagen Bolt. He has to Baja his board away. I go Dance on the Baja. That should be enough burn damage. So that way I can just go Demonic Strike, Crimson Sorcery. Sorry, that way I can just go Oz into Demonic Strike, Crimson Sorcery, and whatever other burn spells I can pick up to be enough to kill him. So that's my gameplay right now. Like, wait for him to make a board. He makes the board. I go ahead and mute the board, and then I just go and kill him. Now here he does play the Dragon Summoner. The Dragon Summoner will like mess up my plans because like he's fishing for a lot of cards. If he picks up the Sybil, I now suddenly have to switch game plans, but he chooses to play nothing. So I'm really curious about this, so I just gonna play nothing either. Or I go ahead and play nothing as well. So here he plays with the Sybil, I'm like, okay, alright. Alright, so when he plays with the Sybil, that's like 3 creatures. So if I play out the Mutagen Bolt here, I can negate the damage that the Sybil gave him. However, to be quite honest, I think the correct play was probably to play out the Dance of Death, but I chose to play it out like this. Just so this way I can start racking up some damage. I also miscounted too. Like, okay, so I didn't account for what if he played the 3rd Sybil, because obviously like you play like literally like predominantly Dragoncraft followers in that deck. So the odds of you picking up the 3rd Sybil in your top 18 from the Dragon Summoner is pretty low. Like, so like literally if he played a single creature, I would just go Lizardess, 4 burn spell, 4 to 5 burn spells. The 4 to 5 burn spells comes out to 6, 9, 13. So if he doesn't heal, he's dead. Like, literally just if he doesn't heal. But then he plays the 3rd Sybil, I'm like, wow, are you kidding me? So I can still lose now. I can still lose. Like, I lose a lot less, but I can still lose here. Alright, so this turn, if I don't make the play this turn, I'm going to die to, what's it called? Oh, if I don't make the play this turn, or even if I do, I still died to a Genesis Dragon, and that made me like really, really salty, but I had to go for it. I didn't have a choice anymore. Like, if he plays Ferber, then yeah, like, he got me. But I do all of it this turn in order to threaten lethal. And I can still almost lose because it turns out he was actually wild playing. The only reason why I decided to make that play was because I knew I was going to be at 8 HP. Genesis Dragon doesn't touch me. Forte doesn't touch me. But then he just goes Wild Fang into Ultra Flame, like, please no. Please no. No. Don't pick up Forte. Don't pick up Forte. Don't pick a second Fate. Thankfully he doesn't pick it up, and I win. Like, but this game was super scary. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like, it's one of those games where I just, I find a game plan early, I just, like, go ahead and just, like, stick to the game plan and just go from there. And again, like I said, like, it was a lot easier if you hadn't picked up a triple Sybil, but, sometimes lucky. Like, sometimes lucky, and that's just, like, a thing that happens. Alright, so for the next game, I know I misplayed this one, like, a lot. Like, holy crap. So I keep the Illusionist because Illusionist is nice. It, like, you have a lot of early game sigils in your deck. Like, you have at least like 10 or 12 sigils that they can get by like turn 3. What I mean by that is like 10 or 13 things that can produce a sigil for you by like turn 3 in order to protect your Illusionist. Now, I can play it slow here, but I choose to just kind of like toss to the Illusionist. So now I only choose to do this just this way I can play on curve. Like, if I was like more scared, then I could just go Dwarf Falcons. So because I have the second Illusionist in my hand, like, I already know one of these is gonna die because like, I don't have the sigils to support both of them. That's okay. So I play out Karl, I go face, never trade, only Smork. Yeah, I do that because you don't actually know who is and who is not playing Fire Lizard, so it's actually kind of a big deal. But here he goes Blazing Breath. I'm like, okay, well, that's unfortunate. But here I go Dwarf Alchemist. Alright, so here I have the option to trade. Okay, so to be honest with you, I probably should have traded here. The reason why I should have traded is because, like, if I don't trade, then he full clears my board. Whereas if I do trade, he has to have a second Fire Lizard, or he has to have a second removal spell. Now again, like, I know this seems like kind of weird, but again, the play here is to always trade because like I'm always gonna get the two. I'm always gonna get the 2 years back anyway. So, but I choose to go face because I'm a scrub. Yeah, so here he goes Dragon Summoner into Maelstrom Dragon. So I know he's a more aggressive version of this deck. He chooses to make a trade, and then he also evos, of course. Yeah, so like I said, I got punished there. And so now my hand is awful. Like actually awful. Like I need to find an Oz, but even if I find the Oz, like I won't actually get to draw cards with it, and that's kind of what you want. But here I choose to go ahead and trade to preserve the board. Like I make this play because I don't have a choice. Like if I had more burn, I could be more whatever about it, but I don't. So here he plays the Sybil. Alright, so that's the first Sybil. He clears my Levi again. Like so, like I play to preserve the board, so that way I can like keep an evo. But here I just go Dance with Death. I don't have a choice. If I play at the Major Nightfall, then I lose the protection on my Illusionist. Here he plays out second Sybil. I'm like, wow, please stop playing Sybils, you dick. This one he doesn't evolve for good reason. But I'm just gonna go face, and I go ahead and play Calamitous Curse. Now again, I play out the Calamitous Curse because next turn, what I want to happen though is I want to be able to play out the Concentration and the Death in the same turn, instead of just one of them by itself. Because like I already know he's probably gonna play PDK, but no, instead he plays a third Sybil, and it just makes me like upset, like so upset. Yeah, so basically anything I did early, he's basically just healed off all of it, and I'm just sad. So here I play concentration, see what I get. I don't get anything of actual importance. Like, he's already played all 3 symbols, so like, if he doesn't play forever, so I'll be like, fine. Because he can't heal anymore. Alright, but here he makes a questionable play. You 100% Evo that Sybil, or sorry, not Sybil, you 100% Evo that Forte. The reason why you Evo the Forte is because if you don't Evo that Forte, suddenly Piercing Room, which you know is in my deck, kills that. If you don't Evo, if you Evo the Forte, like, if you Evo or don't Evo the Forte, you still die to the same thing. Additionally, my deck doesn't have that much healing, so there's no, like, there's no, like, some, like random, like, walls you can, like, you have to, like, go through or whatever. So I didn't really, like, understand why I chose not to Evo that. Like, the play is 100% to Evo, because you still die to the same things if you don't. Like, I don't know, I don't get it. But yeah, so this turn, I just go Karl. I get the 1 healing, which is nice. Alright, now here I misplay. The correct place to play at Mage of Nightfall here. The reason why the correct place to play at Mage of Nightfall is because I push him down to 12. If I pre-Evo the Mage of Nightfall, it makes it very, very hard for him to kill it with the PDK. Like, specifically with the top deck PDK, because he most likely won't have enough early, or won't have enough 3 play point followers in order to blow up my Mage of Nightfall and stealth. And stealth Mage of Nightfall, while evoed, is 7 fucking attack and like 6 HP. So that's a lot of fucking damage. So for some reason, it decides to like flood out the board or something like that. Or conversely, if I pick up another burn spell, then yeah, that would have had him dead to rights like right then and there. But I'm not smart. I don't really think about it, and I realized it too late. So I just go Piercing Rune. I don't evolve. I don't need to make the evolve, because making the evolve is a losing play. But here he plays a Phoenix Rider Aina. I'm like, what? Okay, well, first off, why did he play it after the fact? But second off, what? Yeah, I don't know. Like, there were so many misplays in that turn that's actually unreal that this man has higher points than me. But yeah, so here I just go play at the Music Bolt because I get scared. If I don't make the meter play that turn, I died at Genesis, and I have no idea what the hell my opponent's playing, so I have to just assume he has Genesis. But now, as you can see, for my misplays, I put myself into position to lose, because I did pick up a burn spell, so all I needed was to just, you know, draw an Earth Sigil, and that would have been fine. But now I've just kind of painted myself into a corner. I can die to a lot of things, so I have to like be super careful. Here he plays a Forte. He drops me into Genesis range. And here I top deck the Wizardess for 4. So this Wizardess is gonna like pull me back into the game most likely. It does not. It does not. But here I'm just gonna go Witch's Cauldron. Now here I go ahead and make a misplay. The correct play is just like hold the telescope, because if I pick up a burn spell, then stuff like this happens, and this is super awkward because now I have to evolve. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear. I'm also gonna go ahead and evolve and trade. I make the evolve and trade because like it's very, very easy for him to have 2 damage in hand. Additionally, I put a lot of pressure on him because, like, I make it so he wants to clear this, but he might not have a Scyther. If he doesn't have a Scyther or he doesn't have a Baja, then he's in an awkward spot. He doesn't. He just plays a staircase. So now he's actually dead if I find 1 damage, or if I find a Sigil, whichever comes first. But here I go and play out the Levi. I play out the Levi in order to give myself 1 extra draw, because I have to go ahead and play Oz, and I pick up the burn spell, and I pick up the Sigil as well. So yeah, so it's like, again, I just win here now. Like I said, like it definitely could have been a loss for me just because of like me trying to hold the Mage of Nightfall. Like, holding a Mage of Nightfall was never the correct play, never ever. Just because like it's bad on so many different levels. Like, it's bad on the fact that, okay, well, if I find an Oz, like playing out the Illusionist is a lot cheaper than it is to play out the Mage of Nightfall, because like playing out the Illusionist gives you like 1 more spell, whereas playing out the Mage of Nightfall as well as the Oz gives you 1 less spell. And with the amount of spells that you play in this deck, like you always want to like when you play like your 8 or 9 or 10 mana Oz's, you want to be able to play as many spells as humanly possible in that same turn. So usually you want to be able to play all 4 spells that you pick up, because again, you play so many spells that most times it's hard to say that you're not going to be able to pick up like one cheese spells. But yeah, like, now you guys see my the struggles I have on ladder. If you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like. Go and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.